We love action figures, and actually we love the awesome Marvel Select action figures. If you love Diamond Select toys, you are also fan of many others, figures and statues, including one of my favorite, the Lord of the Rings action figures, the Muppets Select action figures, and many other awesome stuff. And today on my channel, Return a Friend, the one and the only for Diamond Select Toys. And the name of this guest is Zakot. So everybody please welcome my guest from Diamond Select Toys, Zakot. Welcome back to the show, Zach. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? Bravo, by the way. Bravo.
Thank you so much. This song is an improvisation. Also, if you do a comparison for each episode with you in my show, in each episode you will find a new song for you because it's an improvisation. So I don't know what I'm doing. Like when I'm writing as a writer, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what is the inspiration. The inspiration now is this new show together, episode 74 for the show, and actually the 5th episode with you, Zach.
Wow.
Well, thank you so much. You are one of the favorite guests of the show, and one of you are a part of the show now. Like other guy, only few guests as many episodes like you in the show. So I'm very happy to have you back. And
I'm honored to be brought back so many times. Thank you very much.
Awesome. I also because I like the action figure by Diamond Select Toys, and I won't start. And later on in the show, I won't share with you also because on the channel I created a stop motion series with the Muppet Select. So later, before the end of the show, I won't share with you one of these episodes of this stop motion series. And when I talk when I did the reviews for Muppet Selects and did the stop motion series, I received many questions also about the line, about the fan of the channel. No, they told me, there is a lot of characters in the Muppets, so will be something more in the future. What is next for the Muppet Selects? So the question is, there is something for 2023 about Muppets?
Yes, absolutely. We have been doing. We haven't had so much luck with a full wave, so we've been doing individual packs and 2-packs and that sort of thing. So we just did Sam the Eagle and Rizzo the Rat. But the next 2-pack is already sculpted, actually. So we're going to have 2 characters, one big, one small, and they're already sculpted. And I'm not sure when exactly we're going to offer them. They haven't been painted. They haven't been printed or painted yet. So it's probably going to be another couple of months before we offer them. But hopefully they get approved pretty quick. They look awesome. Yeah, keep an eye out for those. Hopefully by this spring, you'll be able to pre-order the next set.
Awesome.
And if that does well, we'll keep going.
Can't wait to add new characters because we know in the Muppets there is many super character. And by the way, I think also that Jim Henson is a genius because he's a guy that created a project with the Muppets back in the day that was impossible at the time. Nobody cares about it. He goes to UK to do that. So also the history of Jim Henson is awesome. The brain behind these characters is awesome. And when I did the reviews, I was the detail and also the perfect likeness of these figures blow my mind. My opinion are the best Muppets ever made figures. The first ever to me, because we know that before was done something about it, but the likeness wasn't really perfect. Like I think they're a little bit smaller scale, give you opportunity to be in the perfect way. Also, I hope one day could be cool also do some set or some diorama for the figures. Should be cool also. Do you think it's possible in the future to have some play set or diorama for the Muppets?
It's certainly possible. I don't know for sure, if that's something that we've got on our, to-do list. If the figures keep doing well, it's certainly possible. But we haven't really talked about something like that. We just want to make sure we get as many characters out as possible. I know that we have a lot of, we have to live up. We have big shoes to fill because the old line did so many characters for Palisades Toys. Ours are a little smaller. They're a 7-inch scale, so they fit in with, with all our select figures. But yeah, no, Palisades had a great line. I collected that whole thing. I'm excited to get new Muppets figures, and maybe someday we'll make some characters that they didn't get to, but it's going to be a long time because they made a lot of characters.
Yeah, but now the old figures was impossible to find or big price. So, in my opinion, the Muppet Selects, in my opinion, the sculpt, the design is better. The yours figures because are more accurate. So, who did the design, the sculpt? Who is the sculptor behind the Muppet Select?
I believe all of our Muppets are done by Gentle Giant Studios. They have a lot of experience with action figures. They do our Lord of the Rings figures, which I know you like. They do some of our Marvel Selects. And I'm trying to think what else they're working on right now for us. I'm sure I'm missing something big. But yeah, Gentle Giant Studios we still work with them a lot. No, they've done a great job. I think we even had some consulting early on with some of the people who worked on the old Muppets line. So we had a little bit of carryover of people who knew the toys, knew what the toys needed, knew what the characters were like, and needed to the points that needed to get hit, and I think that really helped us get off on the right foot with the line. So hopefully people dig what we're doing, we want them to keep. We want each 2-pack we do. We want to do well so that we can keep going.
So can't wait to discover what is next for Muppet Selects. Also because I want one character in my collection now. No, so and I like also that you do something first time ever because we never had before Mana Mana figure, for example. It's the first time ever. For example,
that's true. I forgot. Yeah, Mana Mana and. I don't think they did a Bean Bunny back in the day. So we did Bean Bunny.
No, Bean Bunny is one of it's not easy to find because to get Bean Bunny, I need to search the 3-pack, because in the new 2-pack we haven't the big. So to find Bunny, I need to find an old figure. And by the way, it was a gift by my girl for my Christmas. My girlfriend gave me the 3-pack with Kermit, Robin, and the rabbit also.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, no, I'm now that you've got it, I hate to say it, but hopefully I keep pushing that maybe we can do something with those characters that didn't get reissued in the best of Muppets series. So I'll have to see if there's some characters there that we need to get out. Mana Mana, Bean Bunny, Robin. I know there's a couple others. The Penguin.
Crazy Harry maybe also.
Crazy Harry and the Penguin. Yeah. There's a lot of characters didn't make it into best of. So we'll have to see if those are something we can work into maybe an upcoming box set or something like that.
My collection now is actually complete. I miss only Animal.
Okay.
And I hope to have something new, new figures, like new characters. I hope in the line because
sure. Yeah, Animal is and we've gone back and made more Animal because he's very popular. But I'll see if I can get you one.
So finger crossed, guys. Stay tuned because when will be something new about Muppets, guys, they support this line, everybody. So it will be breaking news because they cover also in the news. But now we talk about also in the song about another line that I like so much about from Diamond Select. Fantasy saga that everybody loves. So let's share together. Let's talk about the upcoming these new figures about Lord of the Rings. I'm talking about Boromir and also Dior. So let's talk about this figure. Tell me something about what is these figures, where are available, and details if you want some backstory if you have about these figures.
Sure. These are about they're about 7 inches tall, a little bit more. It's really a 1/10 scale. He will come with accessories. We don't tend to release accessories in the early production pictures or specify really because sometimes that can change depending on the price. A lot of companies, they put together all the accessories they want and then they figure out how much it's going to cost. We work a little bit differently. We look at how much we want to charge for the figure and then we see what we can include at that price point. We don't want the figure to be too expensive. We want it to be accessible to customers. So, but I think we will be able to fit all the required accessories into these 2 figures. So I think Boromir is going to come with his shield, the Horn of Gondor. He's got a sword. I think he's got a dagger, and I think I mentioned the shield. And then Lurtz will come with the same stuff: shield, quiver, bow, arrows, and a shield and a sword. So he's got all the stuff he needs for his battle with Boromir, and Boromir's got all the stuff he needs for his battle with Lurtz. That's pretty much it. They look really great. These were sculpted by Gentle Giant Studios, I believe, and I think they look fantastic. So and I've seen at least one painted sculpt from Series 6, which is the next series, and he looks fantastic. So we're working on completing the Fellowship. It'll take a couple more waves, a couple more series, but we will finish the Fellowship, and then we've got some cool villains in there as well.
Awesome. I like these figures too, and I did also a stop motion figure with a stop motion video with Gollum.
Oh yeah,
because I like also the changeable. Maybe I won't share with you also that I like also the changeable head, because you can use that also to the stop motion to give new expression for the figure. So
yeah.
I like that. I like it also, once again, like the Muppets, also in this case, totally different world, but the likeness is awesome. The likeness of the figure. In my opinion, when you do something similar, related with show of movie, the likeness is really important. And sometimes in other situation, other company, you don't find every time a good likeness. No, sometimes the likeness looks like, the figure is good, but the likeness looks like not the actor, no, or the character from the show. In this case, it's perfect, and I like so much that, because it's important also. Good, the figure accessible, because as you mentioned, the Lord of the Rings figures are not a huge price. Everybody can have this figure, but with a good quality. I think it's important that also too, in the same.
Yes. We definitely we want them to be accessible to people, and I think our likenesses have been really good. I think the Aragorn likeness that we did was I collected a lot of the Toy Biz figures back in the day, and I think our Aragorn is probably one of the best we've done. One of the best that's been out there in Lord of the Rings toys. So I'm pretty happy with how that one came out. I think Frodo was really good. Gandalf. And I think this Boromir is really solid as well. So, hopefully people like him too. There's always that one person who says, "Oh, he looks more like this guy or this guy," but luckily they're in the minority. There are just a few people saying that, and not everybody. So,
To me, I when I did the review for Gollum, for example, I give a good reaction, and also when the people know the follow this channel, know you are my guest many times, or one of the favorite guests of the show. So they ask me, when will you ready to ask him about Muppets, ask him about Marvel Select or Lord of the Rings? These are the three more popular line that many people ask me. What is next? I don't know. Maybe when Zach will return, I ask him. No? But back on track, and let's take a look. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, this little guy. Tell me something about this little figure.
this is a line that we started a couple years ago called Deforms. They were kind of inspired, well, not inspired by, but they're kind of similar to a lot of Japanese figures that have been done in that super deformed style, they call it, SD. They did a lot of Gundam figures like that, big head, little body. This is the most recent one we've released. This and Cobra Kai, these are the two most recent we've released. And they're about 2 to 3 inches tall, depending on the character. They're static; they don't move or anything like that. But they're blind boxed. It's one of the few blind box series we've ever done. And these are available at comic shops and specialty stores. You can also order sets, I believe, online through our web store for most of these complete sets on diamondsleketoys.com. But otherwise, you get them blind boxed at your local retailer, and you don't know who you're going to get. Some characters there's more than others. Like for this one, there's two of it's 12 in a kit display, so there's two of each of these guys, except for Gollum and Smeagol. You either get Gollum or Smeagol. So those are both one per case. But I think we're doing sets of these on the website. I got to double check on that. And they're a lot of fun. We've done a lot of different lines. We did Nightmare Before Christmas. We did Pacific Rim. We did Nightmare Before Pacific Rim. We're going to do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Those aren't quite out yet, but we got a whole series of those coming up. and Cobra Kai, like I said, which I think just hit as well.
I think that these figures are cool because they are a little bit cartoonish, no? If you watch the style,
Yeah.
but they can work also to build a chess game, for example. No, if you collect all,
Yes.
if you can do a chess game with this, it could be really cool. Also because they are really detailed, also too. These ones, so I like that.
Yeah.
So
No, the people who sculpt these are really talented sculptors. So this is sort of a fun break for them, but they're done by some of the best sculptors that work for us. So
yes,
hopefully
yes,
people like them.
the sculpts are super cool. Now I can zoom in because it's a video slideshow, but really detailed. Let's talk about also about this character Marvel selected become really popular. I saw good reaction about this one. Tell me something about it.
Sure. We solicited this a couple months ago, Iceman, and he does come with an ice slide, and he will come with some additional accessories, I believe, a couple of ice blasts so that he can be forming the ice slide. We're still pinning down exactly how many pieces, which again we tend to do because we want him to hit that $29.99 price point. And he's the latest X-Men we've done. X-Men is probably the one team we've done the most characters from. We've probably done about a dozen X-Men members. So he's next. We've got another X-Men in the pipeline. He's upcoming. I'm not sure when exactly we're going to offer him, but he's coming. And he's really cool. I like that he's clear. He might come with an alternate head. We're still figuring that out. I think we decided he's definitely going to come with that alternate head, but I'll confirm that. And then there's some other interchangeable parts that I think we're still working out. But he's a great looking figure. For a while there, we were offering a new Marvel Select like every month. I think this month is the first month we haven't offered a new Marvel Select figure. But this is one of the ones that got the best reaction.
Yes, good reaction, absolutely. So speaking of Marvel, this Green Goblin also, this is a statue. That's right. Also, is another awesome item.
Yes, this is one of our gallery dioramas, which are made out of PVC instead of resin. This one's a little bit bigger with all the smoke detail in the vehicle, so it runs about I think 125. But still, compared to a resin statue, which would be like 200 or so, it's a pretty good price. And the best part about this one is it's not too heavy, and it's got a hole mounting in the back of it, so you can put it on your wall, and you can have him flying off your wall at you. And he pairs up with another Spider-Man that we did, which also has that wall mounting, and he's flying out of a cloud of pumpkin bombs. So you can pair the two of them up next to each other on the wall, and it's really cool. But no, these are really great. I believe this one was sculpted by Alterton, but he did an amazing job. It's just a really great classic Green Goblin. I've taken some pictures of it. It came out really great.
It's super. It's a piece of art. We continue the coverage. Let's see. Next is this bust.
Yeah, this is one of our Legends in 3D. They're 10-inch busts. They're half scale. This is Daredevil. He's got the cool church base with the angels on it, and classic Daredevil. We've done a lot of Marvel characters in this line. This is just the latest one. This month we offered a Moon Knight, which is really, really cool.
Yes, I have the Moon Knight later in the slide.
Don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
Yes, because I put many stuff in the same slide, so because you did every month you create. Oh, this one is an interesting series. Tell me something about it.
Sure. The Invincible animated series on Prime. They just released a new teaser trailer for it for season 2. But series 2 with Adam, Eve, and Robot just hit stores not too long ago, and then series 3 will be next with Duplicate and Alan the Alien. We've also solicited a big deluxe figure of Monster Girl, which is really cool. But yeah, these are about 7 inches tall, pretty articulated, I think. Adam Eve's got some cool energy blast power accessories to her, and I'm a big fan of the cartoon. I'm a big fan of the comic book. I don't know if I ever read the entire thing with all the last bits. I need to go back and find all the collected editions so I can catch up.
There is a nice comment for you, so I want to share it. This guy says, Zach Buddy, you are the best, always a joy. Thanks for being there through the years. You're a bright spot during tough times. Always love the legends, BTS Bust.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much. It's so nice of you to say. Yeah, I wish we were doing more of those Batman the Animated Series busts for Legends in 3D. They came out really great. We're not doing any DC stuff right now, but hopefully in the future we'll get back to it.
So we're back on the coverage, and the next one is about the action figure of let's see, the Cobra Kai action figure. Tell me something about it, these three figures.
This is series 2. So it's got another Johnny Lawrence in his red eagle fang karate gi, and he also in that series also are Chozen. Terry Silver. You can see Terry Silver there, and Chozen. I'm a few episodes behind on that series, so I'm still catching up. But a lot of stuff to watch, you know. Those are both characters that appeared in the movies, and they're back in the TV series. And these are really articulated. I believe these are sculpted by, I think the head sculpts are by Rocco Tartamella, and the body sculpts are by Chris Dahlberg, formerly of the Four Horsemen, now the Lone Horseman. Yeah, I think they're really great figures. So you can do some really great karate poses. And I'm looking forward to getting my hands on them, and also for seeing the new season.
Awesome. Let's move to the next one.
Yes. Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'm very excited about this one. I love Jean-Claude Van Damme. I've been binging some of his movies lately. No, he's a guy that all my friends will get together online and watch his movies and talk about them while we're watching them. This is based on him and his life, not one specific movie. So there will be interchangeable parts. You can, make him look like different key outfits he's worn throughout his career. Some people have said, "Oh, why is it not specific to this movie?" But we aren't doing movie specific. We're just doing the way he looked in different series. So I think this will have interchangeable hands, so you can have the non-bandage hands. I'm pretty sure, and we should have the interchangeable. We're going to have an interchangeable head where he gets really angry. And they're really superposable. He can do the high kicks. It's really cool. I'm excited to get my hands on one of them.
Awesome. Let's move for the next one. This one is a bust.
Yes, this one just hit not too long ago. This is Boba Fett from, I believe it's technically from season 2 of The Mandalorian, but I'm not 100% sure about that. This might be more based on the Book of Boba Fett look. And yeah, these are about 6 inches tall. This is a 1/6 scale bust, but really super realistic, really super detailed. They do a great job over at Gentle Giant Limited on those. They have a lot of different sculptors. I don't keep his track of the Gentle Giant, who does all the Gentle Giant pieces as well. So I couldn't tell you who worked on this one specifically, but they have a great team of sculptors over there.
So let's move on for another question from the chat. This one from a Scarlet Toy Collector. Love the X-Men animated bust. Hopefully more new releases coming soon. Archangel and Apocalypse, hopefully. So
I will tell you one of those is next. So keep an eye out. It'll show up, I think, in the next preview. So it'll come out late March, I want to say. Late March, you'll be able to pre-order the next X-Men animated series bust. And if you haven't gotten the Beast, which was, I believe it was a Disney Store exclusive, I think we're going to be offering that to wider audiences later this month. So keep an eye out for that if you weren't able to get your hands on it through Disney Store.
Stay tuned, because on this channel I cover every toy news. So when will be the pre-order, everything will be announced right here, guys.
I believe it'll be February 17th, I believe, is when all the new St. Patrick's Day, I guess, is when all the new pre-orders will come out.
I see also in your back that you're a collector too. You have many stuff in your back.
Yeah, this is all just my little stuff. It's a lot closer than you think. It's like little 3 3/4 inch, some mini mates. I keep all the VHS figures because I love when we do the VHS packaging. So I have a lot of those. I collect a lot of Hot Wheels, so I have a lot of cars up in my office too. Gifts from people, some of them. But yeah, I know I'm definitely a collector. Although most of what I collect is DST nowadays. There's just so much to keep up with, and I like to shoot it on my channel on Instagram, and it's a lot of fun.
So everybody's looking for what do you mean? What you say before? So let's move again to the slide because we have many other stuff to talk about it. So the next is Star Wars related, I believe. Let's see, another Star Wars related after this one. Okay, tell me something about it.
Savage Opress. He is Darth Maul's brother, and he is up for pre-order now, I believe. I think he just went up for pre-order just the end of last month. So he's really cool, and he is another 1/6 scale bust, about 6 inches tall. He'll just have the one blade activated on his lightsaber, but it's still a really cool piece.
See, yes, super cool, detailed. Take a look also the details on the teeth. Also, they see right now in the mouth. It's unbelievable. Oh, it's detailed. This bust, super cool. So let's see the next. So we talk about. Tell me something about this little guy.
This is from our line of animated style. We call animated style statues. They're not based on animation. They're based on the cover artwork of Scotty Young, who does all the Young Marvel covers for Marvel Comics. So we find specific pieces of art that he's done, and we adapt them into statues. And I've interviewed him. He's a great guy, Scotty, and he has a whole collection of these at his place. I got to make sure he's got all the newest ones because a bunch of them just ship to stores. And yeah, he's a really talented guy, and we're gonna keep making statues as long as he keeps putting out great art. So we've got a couple more coming up. I'm trying to remember who is next, and what if I can reveal him. I forget who the next one is. We showed Moon Knight at a show a little while back, so he's going to be getting offered pretty soon. So keep an eye out for him.
And this one is a Power Ranger bust. That's right.
Yes, this is the Green Ranger from the TV show, and this is another one of our Legends in 3D busts. So this is about 10 inches tall. It's a half-scale bust, and yeah, it came out really great. We've done a Red Ranger before this. If this does well, then we'll definitely do more Rangers, and yeah, it's a really great piece. It's really sad that this was solicited right around the time that we had it planned. We hadn't planned it. Well, we had planned it to solicit at a specific time, and the actor passed away right around the same time. But it's still a great piece, and hopefully people will see it as a fitting tribute to him.
Yeah, I did a video tribute to him also because he's a sad story also, no? How ends his life.
Yes.
Yeah, also because you don't. Sometimes you think about that, no? Especially when you see famous people that do that, no? Because you think why people that is famous do that. He should be happy, no, satisfied about his life. I think because also, for example, in Italy, a famous singer many years ago passed away in similar circumstances because I think is something like a broken clock inside of you, no, something like that, some broken mechanism inside of you, and it looks like this shadow, the shadow in your life. Some way, if you have this shadow in your life inside of you, you can be popular, you can be famous, you can be you can find you can get everything that you want in your life, but this shadow still with you. So sometimes if you are not tough enough, no, to survive yourself, you can fall down sometimes. It's the reason why so many people that become popular, maybe you want that they can be happy, but it's not happy. Also because sometimes you got popularity, but be something that you don't like. Also is possible. So who knows the reality behind a situation, similar situation? No, we don't know. But we know
Yes.
that sometimes the life is not easy. And I think because I'm a writer, I start to learn people. When I watch a photo of a people, whatever, also people that don't know, I feel the mind of this person, no? Because when you're writing, you touch something too deep in your life and the people, and you feel the people. You feel in general the people if something good or wrong, the personality, no? Because if you are able to read a face, you understand also the soul of the person you have in front of you. The artists don't know really well this up and down of the life. No, everybody knows that, but the artist thinking about it like a philosopher. No, you think and think. Maybe you think too much sometimes. No, but yes, I think that the life is not easy every day, and I think also our personality is shaped about the love that we got in the early days. So in your family, by your father, your mother, they shape you. So we are shaped about that. If in your early days you miss something, this something that is missed will be missed forever, and maybe do some problem inside of you. So that happens sometimes. But now back on track, back on toys, because we need to be happy. But as an artist, and also Italian, I'm Italian. Don't forget that Italian people talk too much sometimes. As an artist, I try to do also because I think that, but I talk about it about my friend today. That behind this industry of toys, action figure, there is art. No, we saw this bus by Diamond Select. They are art. It's not just a toy. It's a art. No, and also behind an action figure there is art. Behind the series there is a art. When we watch Amazon Prime, we watch this series, like this series that you did the figures. There is art behind the figures, but behind also the series. So everything is art, if you, especially in this world. So,
Yes.
maybe some the people that are not inside that think, oh, it's just about toys, about thousand of people, thousand of forever Peter Pan, but it's not like that. It is it's people that love art, in my opinion. No?
Yes, no, it's there's so much work goes into, creating the look of a TV series, and the costumes and the set pieces, and for us to be able to capture those and immortalize them even more so than they were, on the television series, is it's a great honor. So the costume designs of the Power Rangers were, so iconic. And um Cobra Kai, people put a lot of work into, the logos and the outfits that they wear. And it's definitely, there's art there, and then we're creating art of that art. And it's the people who sculpt for us are artists. They're amazing artists. They do more than just toys, most of them. They work at different jobs, and they do different artwork for public artwork and private artwork. And it's definitely a very creative world that I work in, and I'm always, I'm so very happy to be working in that world.
And also behind the design of the packaging, like this, the package of the Invisible series, because I think that also the packaging, I like how you in the Diamond Select you difference, you make the different make difference between a different brand, no? Also for the packaging. So, for
Yes.
example, behind this packaging, there is an artist behind, no? How
Yes.
much, how works for the packaging, for example, all different options you got before to find the final way to do a packaging like this one, for example?
Well, we have a couple of great designers. Steve Rowan is our head designer at the Diamond Select Toys, and he does pretty much all of our packaging nowadays. And the companies do provide style guides, where they want certain elements to be on the packaging, certain art elements. and certain backgrounds that they consider the best for those figure artwork. Um, but they're interpreted by our designers, and I think the people who create the style guides are very talented, and the people and our designer is very talented. So I especially like the Invincible packaging art, especially the numbering that we're doing on the side panels. So hopefully that numbering will keep going for a long time. They're very popular.
Absolutely. I'm a guy that I'm not a mint collector. I'm a guy that unbox everything also to do the reviews. But I try to save at the same time the box. If I find the space or whatever. But I like to save the box also because if some way I hope no, but in the future you need to change house, the good way is to don't broken your figure is put back in the original box to do
Right.
to do the transfer. I hope not, because in the past I did too many change. I changed too many times the house, not in the past. So now come on, start also because I have a big toy room. Where I have diorama sculpted inside my wall, sculpted by my father. So I don't want change my house, but save the package if I have the possibility to store somewhere the package. Also, it's like a form of respect to the people that do package like this on artists, no? So put in the trash can the package is a little bit disrespectful for someone that work behind that, no?
No, that's very nice of you to hang on to it. I always hate. I don't save a lot of packaging. I tend to just bag my stuff up, and when I'm done using it, shooting it. But it always pains me to get rid of packaging because it's always so nice.
Yeah, let's move another things. Oh, this one is a part of the previous series, not the same.
Yep. That's the deluxe figure. Yeah, the deluxe Monster Girl and Amanda, I believe is her name. Fully posable. I think there might be some interchangeable parts. I'm not sure what's going to end up coming with this figure. We've shown
What
some
is
stuff off.
the size of the big guy here?
I want to say that is like it's 8 or 9 inches tall. It's pretty big. Might be closer to 10 now that I think about it. But it's going to come in a special box, different from the figure packaging that we've done before. And she's pretty small. She's about 4 or 5 inches tall.
I like that you do the good scale between each character. I think is important, in my opinion. Save the same different size that you can find also in the actual show. No, is important in my opinion, because every character in the same scale is no good. You need to make the difference between the characters. I like this.
Yes.
This way to follow. Also because I think it's also a big deal, this line, because there is the show on Amazon, so you got is a good promotion also for the line itself. It's good that I think.
Yeah, we do definitely try to choose licenses that have active entertainment connections going on. Cobra Kai, Lord of the Rings has a series on Prime right now. We've got a couple new series coming out that licenses we haven't announced yet, but both of them. Well, one of them is actually probably not currently active, but it's a really popular line. And then the other one is has another show going on right now. So we do definitely think about that when we're choosing our licenses.
I think Lord of the Rings, yes, we have the series, but in general is a evergreen. Lord of the Rings. No?
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
absolutely.
Ghostbusters. It's like Ghostbusters, for example, when you did Ghostbusters in the past.
Yes.
It's something that everybody the people still love forever, Love the Rings, because it's super popular. And also I think the Peter Jackson with that series was the first time, the first they restart the love for the fantasy world, because now on Netflix, on Amazon, you find many different fantasy series, no?
Yes.
Or medieval or Viking barbarians, this stuff. But the first one was Peter Jackson because at the time was the only one to do something similar. And now everybody do like something like that. But I like it because I'm a fantasy guy more than sci-fi. I like sci-fi, but not like fantasy. So I'm happy that the rebirth of the also with the new series. I like that in general. So let's move to the next one. This one is Marvel related stuff. Tell me something about this statue.
Yeah, this is a reissue of our figure from the first Doctor Strange movie. Every now and then we look and see what Marvel Select figures we want to bring back for whatever reason, and this was one of them. Just because the Multiverse of Madness movie came out, his costume hasn't changed that much, and we just thought it'd be a great figure to bring back. And the base is very popular. Everybody loves the base to this figure, so. I think we sold out in advance on this figure because I think it came in and went out immediately. Luckily, I have one from the back in the first when the first movie came out, but I think he might be a little hard to find still.
Okay, let's move to the next one. This one.
Yep, that's Captain Carter. I was just shooting her earlier tonight, actually. I just got my sample in, but that's Captain Carter from Marvel's What If. And I think that's her stealth suit. I think she has a more red and white suit, but this is her stealth outfit, I'm pretty sure. So I dig it. I think it's a really great piece. My son loves What If, so he's laid claim to it after I shoot it.
So your son basically did the quality control of this because of the
yes. I know it's good if he wants one of them. So
yeah, it's a good feedback. Let's move for the next one. We talked about that a little bit earlier about this the Moon Knight bust.
Sure, this is the Legends in 3D bust. So this is about 10 inches tall. I believe this one is a little over 200. He's got the big cape, which can add to the cost of the figure. He's got that great Egyptian base, which has some great paint detail on it. So I think it's a little bit more expensive than our usual busts, but it's a really nice piece, and I think it'll do well.
Yes, I like the texture also on the face that you did.
Yeah, a lot of great cloth texture in this piece.
Yes, absolutely. The next one is, I believe, is Wolverine, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I love this piece. This is one of our 1/7 scale comic-based busts. So it's about 6 inches tall. We've done a few different characters in this line. Iron Man, Doctor Doom, Deadpool. But this one's really great. I love it. I'm excited to get one. It was just solicited, I think, this past month. So it's not going to be out until probably late summer, fall. But I'm looking forward to add it to my collection. I have a soft spot for Wolverine.
Awesome. The next one, because in this coverage there is something this month, but also something a bit earlier, because the last time we were together. Come on, my English is really bad. We were together last time was in the summer, I believe. So I cover also something a little bit before Christmas in these interviews to a recap.
Sure. Yeah. No. Some of this stuff is coming out now or soon. This piece we solicited very recently, but I believe it's in stock. So hopefully we'll be shipping it in the next month or so. This is our Prophet Director variant on our Destro bust. I love the Prophet Director colors. So hopefully people will order this one. It's another one of our Legends in 3D. So they're about 10 inches tall.
And the next one on this coverage is something that I did a video earlier today to promote a little bit because I like so much the design of this one. And let's talk about the next one. Drum roll, please. Because the slideshow don't follow my words. Oh, there we go. This one.
Yeah, Chris Santan from Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, he's a really visually striking character, and I think Gentle Giant Limited did a really great job on this bust. He's really awesome. Again, this is probably a late summer, fall release.
Yes, it's beautiful, this one. I like the likeness. It's perfect. It's like to see the actual character in your desk if you want to display this bust in your desk. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Also, like the pauldrons with the spike, the details. It's awesome. Take a look at the details, guys. It's awesome. It's beautiful. I like how it's really accurate. Also, the little details. Let's talk about it. We still on Star Wars world. Tell me something about it.
This is one of our jumbo figures, our 12-inch figures, based on the original Kenner action figures of the 1970s and 80s. This one is a new character. This is a 000 from the comics. He's the murderous protocol droid who works with Dr. Aphra. And it's he shares a lot of parts with C-3PO, but he's got those really cool blade hands. He'll come in really cool vintage style packaging. But he's 12 inches tall, so the packaging is, bigger than me. It's really huge. But I love the jumbo figures. They're a lot of fun.
Super cool. But before to move in the next one, because another a random question. So you did a lot of stuff with Diamond Select, cover the many different brands. But what is your favorite? When you say, "Oh, fine," I think you love all of them probably, but something that you are super excited every time you start to do something new about this brand.
Um, it's not so much about a brand as it is about a category that we do, which is mini mates, our 2-inch figures. They're really awesome. I'm a big GI Joe and Transformers fan from back in the day, G1. And Real American Hero. So whenever we do new GI Joe or Transformers mini mates, I'm very excited. But I love Marvel as well, and we've been doing Marvel mini mates for 20 years. I think this year, 20 years of Marvel mini mates. We've got another couple sets coming up that we've revealed. I'm not sure when the next one's going to hit. Hopefully soon. And just anything mini mates, but anything GI Joe or Transformers, I'm a big fan of. I also, like I said, I love Jean-Claude Van Damme too. So we've done the one gallery diorama, and we've got the new action figure coming up. But we're going to do another gallery diorama too.
Awesome. Let's back to the coverage. Let's see. Speaking of Marvel,
this is the animated Venom bust based on his appearance in the '90s Spider-Man cartoon. About 1/7 scale, about 6 inches tall.
The next one, let's see. Okay. We're back on Star Wars once again.
Yep, Mace Windu. This is from his appearance in Clone Wars. Another 1/7 scale piece. These are a little smaller than our regular realistic Star Wars busts like Chris Santan and Boba Fett. But these are animated style. So these are about 1/7 scale. I think this one came out really great.
I like also the animated styles. I'm a cartoonish guy, so you can see my color today. In general, I'm in black, but today a little bit colorful. But I like the cartoon. The translation from the movie, from the series to the cartoon is cool to me. Let's see the next one. What is the next? Oh, this one is really cool. MODOK. Tell me something about it.
This is actually a Marvel Gallery diorama. So he's static. He doesn't have any articulation, but it's a really nice statue. It made out of PVC, so it's a little more durable, a little more affordable. And this is, I want to say it's about 10, 11 inches tall, maybe a little bigger. It's kind of a deluxe piece for us. They're about 1/7 scale, 1/8 scale. These are just really nice pieces overall. So hopefully people who didn't get the Hasbro one or the Toy Biz one, or just like MODOK, I know a couple people who just collect MODOK. Hopefully they'll want to pick it up. It'll go well with the Marvel Select action figures as well.
I think it's so unique. So I think the people that got the figures can love also this statue, in my opinion, because it's something unique. Also, if you're not a Marvel guy, you love this guy because it's unique, no? You know what I mean?
No, I mean the art that went into creating the character, like you said, there's art everywhere in this industry, and just the design of this character is so timeless. And he's one character who hasn't really changed his appearance since his first debut, just because it's so unique and interesting.
Absolutely. And now we touch another war, the World of the Gargoyles. Tell me something about it.
This is our line of busts. I believe they're technically 1/7 scale, but he's a big guy. It's a big bust. He has a lot of magnets in him, so he can ship with the wings separate and protected. But this is a bust. We got a couple more we've offered. We've offered Xanatos in his armor, and we've offered Demona. So those are two are upcoming. Goliath shipped. not too long ago. So you can pick him up now in stores and online. I just got my sample not too long ago, so I'm looking forward to taking some pictures of it.
So in general, the people that wants this item can go to diamondselect.com. That's right.
Yes, I believe he's available on diamondselecttoys.com. Sometimes what arrives in the store is a little different from what ships to stores. They have two different warehouses and things arrive at different times. But if he's not in stock, then he will be soon. So if you pre-order him, he'll be along pretty quickly. But other retailers might have him already. So definitely look around. But orders with Diamond Select Toys are guaranteed. So whatever works best for you.
Awesome. So let's move for the next one. Is another Marvel character, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, that's another one that I just got in recently. This is the white costume variant of Doctor Doom. It is in that same 1/7 scale comic style bust line that as Wolverine. The original Doctor Doom was just a really beautiful bust, really cool. And this is a repaint from how he appeared in I want to say Secret Wars, the new Secret Wars. And he is very cool. And very detailed. I believe these are also designed by Nelson Asensio, who has been designing for Art Asylum and Diamond Select Toys for years, and sculpted by Juan Pitluck, who I've never met, but he does a great job with this line.
Absolutely. The next one is this. Tell me something about it.
This is a new license for us, Rick and Morty. It's a very popular show, although it's going through a little bit of a flux right now. But this is a really cool piece, and hopefully people dig it. I don't know what else we have planned in this universe, but it's a really great statue. So hopefully people dig it. It's up for pre-order right now. Again, probably a late summer, fall item.
Nice. And I like how you did so different line, different words. I like that, no, because you can build a different type of customers in the same time. You know, people that love these things. So you cover something really different. I like that.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of we did a piece for Invader Zim, which is a very distinctively designed cartoon. We've done some other things with Invader Zim too. We're working on some action figures that have been going through a little bit of a hiccup right now, but we're working on getting those out to retail for pre-order again. But we did a really great gallery diorama of Invader Zim, which I think this will be a nice companion piece to that.
Yeah. We move to the next one. Let's see. Is this beautiful Green Goblin?
Yes, this is the newest animated Spider-Man bust. So actually, no, not the newest. Venom is the newest. But before we offered Venom, we offered this guy, Green Goblin. And he is a really great classic style Green Goblin, but based on how he appeared in the 90s animated series. So really cool piece.
Absolutely.
And we've done a couple of villains in line so far. We did Dr. Octopus, we did Mysterio. So hopefully people want to keep the line going.
Awesome. Let's see what is the next one. Oh, this one is similar something we saw before. Speaking of the style, no?
Yes, another Scotty Young piece. The based on his artwork from the Young Marvel covers. So this is Mighty Thor, and she is out now. I think she just hit stores last week. So definitely look for her. She's one of the more detailed and cooler ones that we've offered.
Awesome. Let's see what is the next. Also, this one is the same series, I believe.
Yep, Loki shipped as well. I think Loki, Mighty Thor, the Captain America Falcon that we saw earlier, and Winter Soldier all shipped last week. They all came in at the same time. And we've talked a little bit about having to hold stuff back so that they don't all ship at the same time, but also at the same time, we don't want to, keep our customers waiting. So we released them last week.
Perfect. The next one is, let's see. Tell me something about it.
Professor X, another one of our 1/7 scale X-Men animated series busts. There's Winter Soldier right there. But Professor X is a really nice piece. He just hit stores as well, I think, last week, him and Jubilee. So They're both available now.
I
And
like the cartoonish vibe also of this one.
yes, we try to do like the line work from the cartoon, and then also the shading of the cartoon as well. So it's more successful on certain pieces than on others, but we try to make it look like the cartoon has come to life.
Awesome. The next one is
Another Scotty Young animated piece, animated style piece, we call it. So that's out now in stores.
awesome, super cool. Is another better, closer shot of him. So the next one is let's move to Minimates.
Yes, I didn't mention Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was talking about all the Minimates lines I love, but I'm very happy we're doing these. This is an older line that we are revisiting with the classic animated style Ninja Turtles. So we're going to do 3 different 5-packs. The first one has these characters in it. It's inside a cardboard slipcase of the blimp, the turtle blimp. We're going to do 2 more vehicles with all the turtles and more foot soldiers and more bad guys and more friends. So definitely pre-order these if you haven't. We want to make them all, and these are for pre-order now on DiamondSelectToys.com. There's another great Minimate store called Luke's Toy Store that offers pre-orders on these, but you can get them at Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, anywhere.
So guys, don't sleep on that.
Don't sleep on them because they're really cool. Minimates are awesome. They're all superposable and interchangeable. They've got like 14 points of articulation each, I want this line to do really well.
And before to finish the coverage, I have a question related with Minimates because I saw that you did also the AEW Minimates and you meet also the actual athletes from AEW. Tell me something about this experience.
Oh gosh, no, I've been watching AEW on and off since the first episode. I wasn't really watching WWE at the time, but a new league and a new wrestlers was very interesting to me. So I started watching it, and I fell in love. There were a lot of great characters in that first episode. Riho was one I liked a lot. I saw some great matches over the years with when I started watching for real, like serious, once I found out we got the license, I saw that great match with Cody Rhodes and the Sammy Guevara, the ladder match, which was so great. I watch every weekend to be able to walk up, and we had at San Diego, we had CM Punk, we had Darby Allin, we had Britt Baker, we had Orange Cassidy, which was great. We had Jade Cargill was there. And then backstage, I met Ricky Starks, and Bryan Danielson was there as well. I didn't get to talk to him, but he was there. And then New York Comic Con, I saw Britt Baker again, and then Jungle Boy, Jack Perry showed up. So that was really cool to meet him because I'm a big fan of his as well. So I've been picking up some of the action figures and having fun with them and taking pictures of them. I'm looking forward to getting the Minimates. That's probably another Minimate line that I'm really excited about. The first, we've offered a 4-pack and a 2-pack so far. I think the 4-pack comes out by the end of the month, and then the 2-pack will probably be like late summer. But we're going to do a really special deluxe set that we're going to offer, I think, next month. And then we've got the gallery dioramas coming out for AEW as well, which are really cool.
Awesome. I cover with my other channel of wrestling channel with Alan Magnetti, my other channel. I cover also the show of AEW, so I follow also the show. I'm a guy that I like the Giants, so we know there is these Indian Giants in the show, but still a background character. I hope in the future to see this guy in action because the Giants is something cool. I like this attraction type of character, like I love in the past under the Giants, for example.
Sure.
But there is some characters that I like. I think that Chris Jericho, in my opinion, is a genius because he's so creative. He can do everything. He's a true artist, in my opinion, Jericho. I like Keith Lee, for example. Keith Lee remember me, Ben Bigelow in the past. Ben Bigelow was another big guy, 400 pounds, but really agile in the ring. So there's something interesting also in AEW today, in my opinion. But now back on track. We move to the next one in the in the slide because we're almost done with the slide. Let's see what is the next. Oh, this one we saw before. So the last 20 seconds, what is, because I don't recall everything. Oh, this one is really cool.
Oh, yeah. Storm Shadow from the G.I. Joe line. This is our gallery diorama of Storm Shadow. He's got the throwing stars. He's got the sword. He's kind of leaping over a snowy landscape, which
Awesome.
pairs him with Snake Eyes that we did already. Snake Eyes is running through a snowy landscape with his wolf, Timber. And I think the two pieces will go very nicely together. So I'm looking forward to getting a hold of that as well. I like the story. I like Storm Shadow's outfit and his character. So from the cartoon anyway. I didn't read a lot of the comic books, but for the cartoon, I was a big fan.
Me too. I'm a cartoon guy also for the J. Joe. And I like the pose that you choose for this statue. It's really cool. Looks like it's time to fight, no? In the middle of the fight.
Yes.
Or in the beginning, maybe. It's time to kick some ass with this sword.
See, your English is fine. You know all the right phrases and everything.
Yeah, because of wrestling. Oh, this is another nice piece. Back on Star Wars.
Yeah, this is another one of our Legends in 3D, the half scale. So this is about 10 inches tall, classic Stormtrooper, and it's I think it shipped to stores last week, so it's up available now. I think it's on the website as well. All of our Star Wars items are on GentleGiantLTD.com. DiamondSelectToys.com is where we cover pretty much everything else, all the Marvel stuff, and all the other licenses. Ooh, Admiral Akbar. I love Admiral Akbar. Yeah, he's one of my favorite Star Wars characters, and this is a 1/6 scale milestone statue. So this is a 12-inch scale. So yeah, I think he's up for pre-order now. He's going to be probably a late summer, fall item.
Awesome, super detailed. I love it also. Yes, I think it's the last one of the. No, there is also this.
One more. Hera and Chopper from Star Wars Rebels. They are out now. This is animated style. We've done a realistic Hera, but this is an animated style Hera. So 1/7 scale about, and it's a 2-pack. The first 2-pack we've done in this line, I think, and that one is available now at comic shops and on GentleGiantLTD.com.
Also, I like also how you display the figure in these photos with this background. You still in focus on the character, so you can use also your imagination about this background. What you can build the world, no? With your fantasy a little bit.
Yes, we have a great photographer at our West Coast office in Glendale, and he named Peter Minj. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but he's really great, and he takes all of our background shots for a lot of different lines. So if you see a background on something, it's probably shot by him, and he does a really great job.
Awesome. Now, before to finish this awesome conversation, I want to share with you one of my stop motion that I did with Diamond Select Toys figures. So choose your favorite. You prefer to see a Marvel Select stop motion, Lord of the Rings, or Muppets?
Oh my gosh, I got to choose one. Let's see the Muppets one. We got to see the Muppets.
Okay, maybe I want to share with you the last one that they did for the Christmas that was with many characters in the same time. Let's see. Muppets. I need to search a little bit, but let's see. What is the stop motion? I want to share with you the Christmas episodes if I found it. Because I publish a lot of videos on this channel, so I need to search it a little bit. But because maybe in the playlist is better. Let's see. Play my playlist. There we go. Christmas. Maybe it's in Christmas 2022, probably. So we're back on Christmas a little bit. Action figures. Stop motion. Yes, the Christmas special stop motion with the Muppet Select. So let's see. I need also to remove the ad. A few seconds. Okay, so you can see, because I like do something with the figure. Not only I did the review, and actually the stop motion is also the intro, no, of the review. So it then became also a stop motion series. I did many episodes. So let's share with you. This one is the Christmas special, but I chose this one because you can see my full collection, because I put all characters in this one.
Excellent.
So let's see if it works, because I have another device to control if it's ready. Yes, I believe it is ready now. So basically, it was a Christmas party, and Crazy Area Rise drop a bomb, and the Christmas party goes down. It was
That's
a
great.
lot of fun.
I got to go back to your channel. I got to watch all the Marvel ones and all the Lord of the Rings.
There is the Marvel Select, Lord of the Rings, a lot of also because in the episode of Lord of the Rings with Gollum, I use one of these big diorama with real stone sculpted inside the wall. I have this really huge diorama, perfect for fantasy. There is a question for you from I pick maybe one of the question from the fan. Any hint of which map you're picking next? I'm so excited you will continue this line.
Gosh, hints. One is a character who appeared on the original Muppet Show in the 70s. And one is a character who, 70s and 80s, I guess. I'm a little hazy on what years it ran from. And then the other one is a newer character who has appeared in more of the movies and some of the newer TV shows. But they're both awesome characters, and they both appeared in the latest movie, I think. And then it'll be a cool set. I'm not sure what we're doing for accessories. They're not really accessory type characters, so I don't think there are going to be a lot of accessories in the set. But it's going to be a cool set. They're both very cool characters, and I like them a lot.
Can't wait also, because I'm a big fan of the line. There is also a question about something that we talked about earlier. Is what's the price tag on Rick Morty piece?
I believe that one is $60. I want to say it's one of our regular priced gallery dioramas, not one that's overly large, like say the Immortal Hulk or that Green Goblin. So I believe that one is $60. But don't hold me to that. But you can pre-order it on DiamondSelectToys.com and through other places. So find the best price for you, and definitely pre-order it, because it's a really cool piece.
Perfect. Before to wrap the interview, I want to remember to everybody the schedule of the show and the follow episodes, because next Wednesday on 11 a.m. Eastern Time will be on my show, returns to my show, the Hasbro Transformers team with B-Mac, Delani, and Ivan. So they return to the show. Next Saturday will be an artist, a customizer of Mythic Legions in the show. And on February, Sunday, I believe Sunday 19, I will do 2 episodes in the same day. It will be Chris Gerwich with his new line called A Biblical Adventure, and Brian Flynn of Super 7 return to the show. So remember the next episode with the Transformer Hasbro team Wednesday. But also, guys, don't forget to go to DiamondSelectToys.com to get these awesome figures and diorama pieces. And don't forget also to hit notification bell and subscribe to the channel. And also don't forget to Zach will return in the future, because now this show is also his own, because it's 5th time. Why not to do another episode in the future with more stuff, especially when it comes out something new by the Muppets, because I built a fan base of the Muppets in this channel with these videos. So,
Thank you.
Zach, thank you so much to be on the show. It's time to go to the piano, to the outro. We love action figures. We love statue. We love Marvel Select, Muppets, Lord of the Rings, but also Cobra Kai and many other, like the Awesome Figure or Van Damme. So guys, if you love Diamond Select toys, go right now to the shop to find this awesome figure. Don't sleep, guys, don't sleep. And thank you, Zach, to be on my show. So thank you, Zach, and thank you to all of you guys. Good night to all of you guys.